Of the three environmental worldviews, I personally believe that my ethics fall under the category of human-centered. That decision-making process came down pretty easily just by reading through the different types. I decided I wasn't life-centered because I don't believe that species deserve inherent value to exist just by existing, and unfit species are at the whims of natural selection, and fighting that fact is unethical to them. I don't believe that I am Earth-centered because I believe the Anthropocene is unnatural, and it's an interruption to the self-sustaining cycle of billions of years. And simply believing that we can perpetuate that cycle will not lead to continued existence of all of the processes within. Specifically in the human-centered category, I believe that I subscribe to the stewardship subcategory of that. And that's contrasted with the planetary management category because I believe that our existence is not separate from nature entirely. We've just evolved past the barriers of total dependence on ecosystem services. Like, we live in artificial climate-controlled environments like houses and buildings and such, and we fertilize lands for food production for our own benefit. And neither of these things are as dependent on environmental resources as any other species would be. It's in a whole other category. And our actions affect ecological systems, but as a whole, they lack intentional control over them. Like, our pollution emissions and our greenhouse gases that we give off into the environment, microplastic contamination, ocean acidification, soil nutrient depletion in areas, and the promotion and of extinction rates of species. All of these things are ways that we impact the environment, but are not controlled or focused. It's just a byproduct of our continued selfish existences. By passing the barrier of total dependence, we become stewards for the world, and we have to promote ecological satisfaction by doing things like what we've done with repairing the ozone layer, and reforesting and using regenerative practices in agriculture. Our creation of natural preserves and lands that will remain mostly untouched by development for their preservation. The management, introduction, and reduction of keystone species in certain environments, and analyzing how they affect environments so that we can help maintain the system as a whole in them. And our efforts in protecting threatened species that are dying off not because of natural selection in the natural sense, but species that are threatened because of the Anthropocene that we've created, and so it is our fault that they're being threatened.